Good morning.
Good morning, Nadine. How are you this beautiful Friday morning?
Absolutely excellent.
There we
And
go.
from now from last week until now, there's so much change around me. It's just incredible. Or
Mm,
it's credible. That's why it happened.
exactly. The energies are shifting. There's lots of things happening, and the energies are just shaking it up. So, every time I unpack a box, I think, okay, that's going in a new place, and the energies is changing, and I'm inviting better energies in by placing things down. So when you move like that, isn't it amazing?
It is, it is. It's a new beginning for so many things, and really to sort out what is still serving you and what is not,
Hmm.
and what do I take on and what gets a better place, a more prominent place, and what not. So,
Yep. Yep. So, no, exactly that. So remember that, you know, surround yourself with people who lift you up and don't pull you down. Shake it all about. And you don't have to be around people who pull you down ever. Make a choice.
exactly.
All right.
Yes.
So we are on page 128 of You Too Can Be Prosperous. We are busy reading the summary of principles of demonstrating prosperity. And I think these few that we're going to read today really start thinking about it, and especially the number 12 that I'm going to start off with. Why am I not prosperous? Why are things happening to me? And you've got to evaluate the thoughts that you're having and what you're putting out into the universe. So just be careful of that, okay? So I'll kick off. Number 12. If your desire is not fulfilled, it is because you are unconsciously denying it by fear, doubt, and worry. And that's such an important aspect. When you have an uphill or a little bump in the road, what did you ask for? Where was your fear? What were you thinking?
Yeah, and we're not saying, that if something bad happens or so you ask for it, but you were afraid of it. So this week when we were organizing, I was, with the kids, oh, put on your socks. There is so many things on the floor so you won't get hurt. Boom, they get hurt. There were so many situations like these. And then I'm like, well, should I be mommying like this? And shouldn't I tell them, be careful of this, be careful of that? Because then I'm just kind of inviting it to happen, right? So it's
Realization.
a question. I still don't have the answer, because thinking about it and not talking it is enough. Although when I speak the words, then it's much stronger. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
made up my mind not to tell them, you know, probably they will figure it out themselves. So I'm not
Well,
sure about that. You can add in the comments how you would go about this parenting thing. But it is the thought that creates the thing. So that's why I should stop worrying and also about these little things.
yeah. So reframing it, how do you reframe that? It's about saying, there are things on the floor. Either you pick them up or, you might stand on them.
Yeah, but that comes from a place of worry, right?
Yeah,
Because
still
if I wouldn't be worrying, I don't mind that they step on things, right?
true.
It's a lesson.
Yeah, a huge lesson. Yeah. And as you say, we don't have the answer. So, yeah, who has a better idea? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Let me go on. To demonstrate a full conscious and irrevocable supply, you must turn from the carnal mind, the stagnant and static mind, to the Christ mind, active, alive, and creative. Number 14. The human carnal mind believes that forms, tangible things, are outside of consciousness. It believes that circumstances are greater than God and that matter is more real than spirit. Under that belief, man becomes a servant of matter, which are your circumstances and your conditions, instead of its master. The carnal minded man is what the world calls a materialist. Having the principle in reverse, he is not only opposing, acting against God, but he is acting against himself. One metaphysician has referred to this type of thinking as the mortal mind thinking, which is, of course, equivalent to no thinking at all. And it's always interesting when I first heard Bob say, people, a lot of people have, what did he say? Thoughts, active think. They don't think.
Yeah.
They actually just things float through their mind, but they're actually not thinking about what they've just thought about. And it's when you start analyzing your thoughts, you realize just how unshaped you are.
Exactly.
So let us remember that we cannot draw a sharp line between matter and spirit without separating ourselves from God. Matter is mind in extension, or spirit in form. Wow. Number 15. Consciousness is both the center and the circumference of everything in our lives. It is continually attracting or repelling something. That's an important aspect to think about, because you know what? Whatever we think about is going to come to us. So, be conscious of that.
Yeah.
Number 16. Since this is a mental world, everything in it can be brought into our consciousness. Now, it's energy. So that's where he's talking about a mental world. Everything is energy. Ernest Holmes says, in our mental treatments for prosperity, we resolve things into ideas, conditions, into state of thought, and act upon the premise that the thought is the father of the thing. This method is both direct and effective. When rightly used, becomes a law unto the thing thought of. Wow. Number 7. Everything in your life, the good and the not so good, depends upon your consciousness. Change your consciousness and you will change your world.
So true.
Number 18. Christ consciousness, which includes all things, is realized through right thinking. Undesirable trends of thought can be changed by thought control. And when the mind has been divested of negative habits, its tendency is to heal automatically. The right point of view will meet any need. Oh, I love those. That's such a great reminder.
It's really a great reminder, and it's so important to understand what we read before, to understand when we summarize it like this. As it's written here, it's the thoughts become things, they become matter. So it really boils down to this.
And what Joe taught us, where energy flow, where your thoughts flow, energy goes, right?
Yes.
So you're attracting all that energy into.
Yes.
Beautiful. Right, we've got 19 to 30. We'll read that next week, Nadine. Is that all right?
Yeah, I can do that. So I hope you wrote it down and really digest those principles, because they will take you just so far and much further than you ever have thought. And so the question is, what do you think about? And now consciously do that, because it becomes things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Jackie. And next week, I hope to be in my office.
Yes, you will. And
I will, actually. Yes, it's already almost Sunday. Yesterday, I got my prosperity desk.
Nice.
Yeah. The vendor said, do you want a Ferrari or the normal? So the Ferrari, of course. So it actually has a motor to move it up and down. I feel so privileged.
Nice. That's beautiful. I can't wait to be part of that morning ritual, Nadine. Fantastic. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Have a wonderful day and weekend, and you too can be prosperous.
Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.